No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check it back. Point it right.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! 180! Watch the run! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot! 54, right there, right there. Alert, 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 alert! Ricky, Ricky! Hurry! I got you!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You better be afraid of me!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
31's the mic. They gonna need some therapy. Hurry! Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
180! Run. Second. Hurry! Switch. You go tight. You got tight right there. Shift. Up.
On first down, it's Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successul.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
180!
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Got three down. 180! Hey, alert! Check out three. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 61, matchbox lights. Nickel. Alert! Check 52. Protein spill.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Switch. Watch twist. Check three. 22 jet bomber.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They can't hang with that. Run. Slow. No. Jumping. Watch the shit. You draw Corker. Save. Check.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A give running right is Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away to his left. Open man is Higgins. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
2nd and 3. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Aaron Lynch, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Got it. Mike 51. I'm on. Single. Pilot, 64. Reach, 5.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
At the 30-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check 6 guys. King.
They run. Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, buddy, I see you.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the... Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Alert, 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 alert. Go. 57. Hurry. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. We own them. Up.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready? Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Tight on this side. Smooth. Tight on the left. Move. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. On a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Bullock's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first.
We'll see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go again.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Now Landry. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's checking.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Kill.
They run it again with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down.
Regular. Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, orbit. Hey, watch out.
To throw, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Check, watch 54. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 54. Pistol. You ain't got nothing. Hey, Zoo. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming out. Hurry.
Mayfield with it once more. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's get off the field, D. Hey, alert! Hey, echo. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Come on. Mike's 57's right. Oh, here we go. Oh, 57.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that will put them on top here in the third.
Bengals 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Ready.
50, Mike, 50. I smell fear in that offense.
6-6, pull it high.
He's crashing.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike's 50.
Be careful.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And again, it's Chubb, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Set. 180. Point it right.
He's telling him to right.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Jim. Check 37.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. He won't go down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Cincinnati. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Mike's 5-4. Hurry.
Not today.
Run.
54.
Hurry.
Check. Watch 54. All day, baby.
4th down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want trying to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
You don't know no better. Mike 50, Mike 50.
They'll set up to throw. Fighting to stay upright. And this is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. This one hauled in by Sample. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, pick your game up. Hey. 50,
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
218, chop. On the ball. Shoot.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. Oh, you got deep? Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Again, it's Mixon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Landry now on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Complete to Jarvis Landry. A gain of 14.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the whip.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Hey, I want to learn. I want to learn.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. DJ Reader there on the tackle. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.